Manga-Waido.
My name is Hiroki Natsukawa. This is my sister, Reina. As you can tell, I'm not exactly a super attractive person. She's great looking with a nice body. My classmates often said they couldn't believe we were siblings. That's how different we were. My sister was really fun to talk to and easy to get along with. Normally, she'd be a sister that I could be proud of. But I didn't like her. It was because she was rude to me. What the hell? That hurt!
Sorry, you were too small for me to notice.
You're lying! You hit me on purpose!
What? You got proof or something? You think you can talk back to me when you're as ugly as you are?
She was pretending to be a perfect girl outside, so she apparently had quite a bit of stress inside. She was using me to take it all out on. My sister was also incredibly good to my parents too, so they didn't know her true personality. Of course, I kept trying to explain things to my parents, but I wasn't good at communicating, and she was an excellent actor. I couldn't tell them how I felt. My parents raised both of us with lots of love, however. Here you go. This is what you wanted, right? Yeah, this is exactly what I wanted. Thanks, Dad.
Reina, here, you get this wallet. I saw you looking at it like you wanted it. What do you think?
Thank you, Mom. It's so nice.
My parents were giving us love equally, so I didn't go off into the wrong path. I also felt like I didn't want to cause any problems for my parents, so I always kept it all to myself. However, as soon as we started high school, something happened that I couldn't keep to myself anymore. She had started stealing my money from me. When I asked her about it, she said,
I just borrowed a little.
She said, as a matter of factly.
Don't be all angry. I'll give it back eventually.
You're lying. You have no intention of ever returning it. That's why you kept it to yourself this whole time.
Look, I'm not some introvert like you, so I have a lot of friends. I need to use that money.
Then go work. Give me back my money. I can't hide this from my parents anymore. When I told them, they were surprised and immediately talked to her about it, but
I just borrowed it.
what did you use the money for? You didn't have enough with your allowance?
I just had a textbook I wanted.
You said you wanted to use the money for your friends. Be honest for once.
Dad, Mom, trust me. Look, I'll give the money back.
If you have it, give it back. What the hell? She was tearing up and swore she would never steal again. My parents were shaken up and I didn't want to make things worse, so I just left it alone. Afterwards, I started hiding my bank credentials. I frequently changed where I hid them too. She must have not wanted to tell my parents about it. She stopped stealing my money. She stopped talking to me, and as she graduated tech school,
I don't have to see your ugly face anymore. Bye.
Yeah, have a nice life. She married a good-looking boyfriend and left the house. She was the worst till the very end, and I felt good that she left. Afterwards, I graduated college and started working. I had no contact with my sister at the time and was living life comfortably. But around 7 years after I started working,
It's leaking upstairs again. Can you go check real quick?
again? It's been built over 40 years ago. Might be about that time. The roof was crumbling and the walls were cracked. The whole house was falling apart. Maybe the foundation was screwed up too. I feel like the whole house itself was tilted. We talked about what to do and decided to sell it. Right around that time, my father was diagnosed with a disease that he had to frequent the hospital for, so he had retired early. How about a mansion that's close to the hospital, huh?
I would like it if there was a supermarket near the house.
I want to live in a place with a great view. After looking for over half a year, we finally bought a mansion. It was close to a hospital and was on a nice plot of land. We chose a floor that was relatively close to the ground in case of natural disaster, and we moved. After we had finished moving and things were still a little rough, guess who showed up? Yeah, my sister.
This place looks nice. It must have been a little expensive, even if you bought it used, huh?
I mean, yeah, it wasn't cheap.
You must have bought it because Dad retired, huh? You lucky punk.
My sister must have liked the house because she started coming more frequently and sticking around for longer. Are you sure the housewife should be staying at home and doing nothing?
Shut up! I don't want you to say anything, you jobless freak.
I'm not jobless, I work from home.
Yeah, you work from home. Sounds great, but a man that doesn't go out for work is just a jobless freak to me.
I was working from home since my mom and dad needed help often. My sister would call me jobless and mock me for it. Apparently things weren't going too well at home with her husband, so she was taking that stress out on me. She would often mock me behind my parents' back, and I realized she hadn't changed one bit. I'm gonna stay in my room while she's over. Every time she showed up, I ran to my room to protect myself. A few months later, something happened that I still can't believe. My sister...
I divorced him, so I'm gonna live here starting today.
What? Came back to live with us. She listed off a bunch of random reasons for her divorce, but long story short is that she was scolded by her husband for not doing any chores and they got in a fight. Then it led to a divorce. How long are you going to live here?
Forever, of course. This is my parents' house, of course. I have a right to live here.
That's a little bit selfish, isn't it?
I'll take care of Dad and Mom so you work. You should be appreciating me.
She had taken care of my father and was also helping my mother out around the house. If she's gonna do it, I can focus on works that might not be that bad. I was a little upset because I felt like I was just going along with her little story, but thinking about it after I calmed down, maybe there were quite a few upsides. But that didn't last long. 2 months or so after she had started staying over, she started becoming incredibly rude and saying that I should let her use my room.
I've got a lot of clothes and bags. Let me put it in your room.
Absolutely not. Just get rid of the stuff you're not using.
You should just give me your room. Oh, if I take care of Dad, then you're gonna move out, right?
What? She had mentioned that to me once, and we hadn't talked about it seriously. She just uses everything to her advantage.
Being in the same house as a jobless introvert makes me feel bad too. Can you get the hell out?
Stop being so full of yourself. You just came back out of nowhere and you're being so selfish.
Dad and Mom just need me. They don't need you, the ugly, useless idiot.
She would often come to talk to me to try to chase me out after my parents fell asleep. I was honestly tired of it. She's so annoying. That day, I was trading contact info with colleagues of mine, so I was out from early in the morning till late in the afternoon. I was gonna have to deal with that annoying girl when I get home. I should talk to Dad and Mom to chase them out. Then I got home, and just as I opened the door to my room, what the hell is this? My room was full of cardboard boxes.
I made it easier for you to leave.
I didn't say I'd leave.
You're living all comfortably at home. You're always gonna be shitty like that. This is an order. Go live alone. I command it.
Honestly, I was so furious that I just fell silent and left. If that's how you want to play. I stayed at a business hotel that night, and by next morning, I made some documents and mailed them to my house. A few days later,
What the hell is this?
my sister suddenly called me.
What are these receipts? What are you doing?
Oh, you need to pay all of that to live in the house. The admin fees, building upkeep fees, some taxes, all cost about that much in a year.
You're telling me to pay all this?
Yeah, of course. You said that I should leave, and if I'm leaving, I have no reason to pay. You're gonna live there, so you pay.
Dad is paying for all of that anyway. Why the hell do I have to pay for this?
I knew you'd made that mistake. That house belongs to me. I pay for all of it. Yes, I actually started making some money on the side after I graduated and found a job. I would go to study groups and popular investment seminars. I worked hard and was able to start making money through investments. That was 4 years ago. I helped out my family and made enough money so that I could buy a mansion outright. I'm still paying for all of the fees.
Why didn't you tell me?
Because you stole my money before. What's to say you won't try to steal it again? I didn't want to tell you.
No, but you're just a lame-o.
I've put all of the paperwork necessary for the contracts in the box I sent you. There's quite a bit, but you really should read through it all. All right, I'm not gonna pay for all the rent and whatnot, so yeah, bye! I could hear her screaming that she couldn't pay and she wanted me to come home, but I hung up. I don't care anymore. But I didn't want to cause problems with my parents. A few days later, I went home to talk about it with my family. I told them about everything and they said, "You little!"
How dare you chase out your own brother?
I'm sorry. See, I'm apologizing. I won't tell him to leave anymore.
Whatever. This is a great opportunity as any. When did you buy all those new purses and wallets?
Huh? Oh.
You bought those after you came to this house, right? How are you buying all of that after you came here?
Reina, you didn't steal from Hiroki's wallet again, did you?
No, I didn't do that.
Oh, wait. My mom stood up and went to look at her bank statements.
Reina, you stole my money.
Apparently, she had been asked by my mother to withdraw $200, and she used her card to pull out over $2,000 for herself. It's one thing to just nag at me. I cannot believe that you'd steal from your own mother.
No, I was gonna pay you back.
You little...
Reina, you get out right now!
What? How could you abandon your lovely daughter?
You're a thief! I can't live with a thief!
You don't come back till you figure things out!
What?
I don't think she'll ever fix her shit.
I'm so sorry for her behavior toward you and not noticing.
It's alright. You two were busy and I didn't say anything because I didn't want to bother you. My sister kept begging till the very end, but my dad, who was beyond furious, said that he was going to remove her from the family and chased her out. He locked the door and she vanished after a bit. According to her friends, she surfed between her friends' couches for a while before finding a job in a factory and living in the dorms there. She works from early in the morning till late at night and she's been crying every day. She hasn't been working at all recently, so that's her fault. If she didn't try to chase me out, if she didn't steal my mom's money, maybe she could have stayed at the house peacefully. Talk about karma. I'm going to continue to live with my parents in this mansion going forward. I really don't ever want to hear her till she really has a change of heart.